Number 1. Know your audience. It's cliche, but there's a difference between presenting to kids or to giving a seminar to professionals. There's nothing worse than presenting basic information to a highly knowledgeable audience or the other way around. Figure out the needs of your audience by asking 3 simple questions. How much do they know? Figure out the knowledge level and adapt your message. Why are they there? Find out what they want to get out of your presentation. And finally, how can you give this to them? Figure out how you will deliver the key message. Number 2, tell a story. People are wired to listen to stories. Take your audience on a journey and leave them feeling inspired and motivated. You can, for example, bring your product, idea or solution as the hero in your story, helping your audience to get from point A, an undesired situation, to point B, which is, for example, being educated, inspired or willing to buy. It is important that you build up your story, and this brings us to the next tip. Number 3, use a roadmap. Make a simple roadmap of what you're going to say with important milestones. This helps the audience to understand and remember your message. There's not just one way to get to the end, but as long as you use these milestones, you'll tell the same story every single time. Once a framework's in place, it's time to focus on how you'll deliver the message. Number 4, practice. Never ever read your presentation, but don't memorize it word for word either. Use the roadmap you've built to guide you to the end. My favorite way to prepare is to tell the story about 9 to 10 times out loud. None of these versions are exactly the same, but they do have the same sequence and message, because I use my roadmap. Number 5, perfect the start. Make sure you absolutely nail the first 10 seconds. Personally, I practice this part most of all. Once you had a great start, it automatically brings you in a relaxed flow and sets the tone for the rest of the presentation. But how do you actually start a presentation? There's 3 good ways to start a presentation. You can use a question to capture the attention or to interact with the audience. You can start with an interesting fact related to your topic. Or maybe the best of all, start telling a story. Why don't you let me know how you start your presentations in the comments below. Number 7, repeat, repeat, repeat. The best advice for presenting is actually 2,400 years old and was given by Aristotle, and it's been used by many people over the years. It's very simple. Tell the audience what you're going to say it, and tell them what you've said. Don't expect the audience to remember everything you've said. By doing a recap, you refresh the message and you give them an easy hook for further discussions or Q&A. Number 8, fine-tune. By this time, you'll start feeling confident with your message and story. Really stand out from the crowd by fine-tuning your delivery and getting the timing right. Look for points where you can leave a rather long silence. Interact with the audience by using props or questions, or simply change your tone of voice to emphasize the message. And please, slow down your pace. If your time slot feels too short, just shorten the message. Number 9, use visuals. 65% of people are visual learners, but the biggest mistake people make is that they make the visuals dominant by hanging on to their slides. While in fact the presenter should be the center of attention and the visuals should support your message. Never use too much text or cram everything onto a slide. Number 10, body language. At last, use your body to your advantage. You can just apply these 3 simple tricks. Use hand gestures to emphasize words. Have a strong posture, which means straight back, shoulders lined and open. Have a relaxed tone of voice. Pretend you're having a one-on-one conversation. You really have to play on your own strengths. If you're not an energetic person, don't pretend to be. Be yourself and give a presentation which you truly believe in. I hope this helped you guys. Feel free to leave your tips and tricks in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.